Welcome to a brand new video. We're down at the beaches and I want to know, should I be using more forgiving irons? Just look at these, right? So I've got what I've been using, the Ricky Fowler blades. Are very hard to hit, even Ricky doesn't use these. And then I've got the Forged Tech irons. I mean, you can clearly see right there how much thicker this is compared to that. So we all know that was a little bit more forgiving. Also, just want to say, I know a lot of you watched the video down at Scottsdale when I got my fitting. I've decided to put a pause on those clubs because I didn't want to get sent a set of clubs and then next season go for another one. I just thought, right, say, I'll hang fire, I'll pause, but in the meantime, because I've not been playing great, as you've seen, Cobra have been kind enough to lend me these before I put the order in for my new ones next year. But let's see the difference in distance. We're going to hit some shots. 9 iron, 7 iron, 4 iron. I know these are a much stronger loft, but how much further? And get in the comments, do you think I should go for something a little bit more forgiving? Here we go, 9 iron. Each set I'm gonna hit my original clubs first, and we're gonna use the Trackman bays down here at the beaches. I think I'll put it on convert. Yeah, we're converted, so it should take from a range ball to like a normal ball. I'm gonna hit towards the 150, 9 iron first off. Here we go. Not a bad shot. Okay, 2 away so far. I'm going to say, like, I've hit them, well, I'd be sort of 8 out of 10 happy with on the course. I'm not going to stand here and absolutely batter them. That one went 144 total. And we'll do it on carry, though. 144 carry that was. One more with my old clubs. It's going to look so much more inviting, those bigger clubs, by the way. Again, really nice shot. I don't feel I'm going to see probably much difference in the shorter stuff in terms of consistency. 137 that one, but when we get to 4 iron. Okay, now time for the Forged Tech, but have a look at this, right? Even in, look how much thicker. Actually, they're hollow-headed, aren't they, Josh?
Yes.
I'm asking Josh, just double checking. Look at
I
that.
want to give Duff information.
Duff information, not even taking that off yet. These are literally just out the box. It's like I'm wrapping a new glove, like a kid at Christmas. Right, okay. 3 away now with this. Average round about 140 with them. Interesting to see what this is going to be like. Left and right, they're 2 of the worst 9 irons you'll ever see. Gone a lot further though. God, they were bad shots. There you go. I mean, it just feels so much easier. That one there's just gone 151. I mean, that's like an easy 10 yards further. Look at that, actually out the middle. Doesn't feel too hot though, that's one thing I would say. 7 iron time, most used club in my bag, and you can see that because it's gone a little bit lost of it. Okay, so this club actually I'm pretty confident with. We're gonna go towards 150 again, the ball's on convert, 3 away, let's see what distances this goes. That's all over the 150. Whew. 164. Final one, my clubs. I'd say this is probably one I'm the most confident with. They were 3 really nice 7 irons, to be fair. Really nice. Let's have a look at those numbers. Okay, view.
So what would you expect your stock to be with that?
I think if I bought the screenshot here, which I got on my phone, about 160. And they've all gone carry, 7 iron, 164, 164, 168. Yeah, so that's bob on, but these are what I've been playing for what? How long have I had these? A year? Year and a half? Probably longer. Okay, so let's now hit a few with this 7 iron. Now, one thing I'd say is they do feel like I usually have my clubs like half a degree flat, and if you watch the full fitting, you'd know that. And these aren't obviously adjusted to me; they're just sort of stiff shafts and maybe a little bit upright, but not enough for me not to be able to play with it. Okay. I'm expecting like a 184, a 7-iron here. That was such a good shot. That was absolutely smoked, by the way. 187. But the thing is, for me, like, I don't play that much. If I can have like 180 and hitting 7-iron rather than, that's probably what I was hitting 4-iron before.
But is that? I mean, it's not too far. But do you know what I mean? Like, and you said before they're not hot, but is that not too far? Is that hitting 180,
Yeah,
187? I hit 5-iron 190.
I just think how much easier it's going to be for me.
It does. Yeah.
I know if you were a player, then yeah, maybe.
It almost gives you that feeling of the holes being shorter because you're hitting.
Yeah, mate. I feel like racing.
You're hitting a more lofty club, aren't you?
Oh, mate. A little bit right, but hit nice. That was smoked. Okay, let's have a look at those numbers. Here we go. Okay, so 164, 164, 168. Let's say 166 as a good consistency. 187, 177, 182. So a bit more of a broader reach, but I mean, ball speed's like 5-6 miles an hour faster. Okay, so I mean, like, yes, okay, they both go further, but I'd say, not being big-headed, I'm probably pretty good with a 9-iron and a 7-iron. This club is where I think we're going to see the biggest difference. 4-iron, 3 with mine, 3 with the new one. Look at them, Josh. Look at the difference. Now, this is like, I mean, look how much smaller the head looks on the copper one compared to this one. Just not even like, well, from here to here, but also from like the top edge as well.
And from a confidence perspective, how does that?
Oh, mate.
That's going to affect massively, surely.
Mate, well, you think of Carnoustie, right? When I first took these up to Scotland, that 4-iron to hit, I'm thinking, looking down on that, thinking, if I don't find the middle, it's going to go in the water.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's
Yeah, mate. I can think of so many opportunities, so many like times where I've just missed the middle and I'm losing like 15 yards because they are blades. I mean,
yeah. I mean, they couldn't be more bladed.
No, exactly. And I think I've got to come to that point where I'm not good enough.
Well,
pretty much then.
But I think golf is mental as much of it is technique. So
100%.
having that confidence from the forgiveness of the club is massive.
It's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Biggest thing.
Hit them away.
Okay. Here we go. So that's a prime example. Just miss-hit that. Like a bit of a 7, 8 out of 10 hit. But again, that's because it's just hard to hit. Now that's a prime example, right? I said that first shot was a bit of a miss hit, went 187, whereas the two other good hits went 204 and 208. Mate, that's like the difference between like being on the green and the water.
Of course it is. And like we said, the 7-iron, the first thing you said was that won't have gone as far as that 7-iron. And you hit the 7-iron
182,
distance.
182, 187 on that 7-iron. It's that 4-iron. I mean, that's where I think for me, because I don't play that much, obviously, with this channel, I'm playing a lot more, but I think I can be more competitive, not having to hit as many long irons. And because I'm always a pretty decent driver, I'm going to hit it good enough, but then I'm leaving myself like 4-iron where I'm playing against people hitting 7-iron or 6-iron. Okay, moment of truth. I reckon I can probably hit this 230. Not going to try to, I'm going to try and put the same swing, but I reckon I can get 230. Finally, I've got one. Those first two were like fat. Your verdict's in. What do you think? Should these go in the bag? Get down in those comments. Now this is really interesting. The first two were like good hits, but not like flush. The last one was really flush. That went 217 carry, bit bold. 230 finishing. Did have 228. Okay, but what I find more interesting, those first two weren't as good at hits, but they still the similar to same ball speed as my good hits with my Ricky Fowler blades. So like, I mean, realistically, how often am I going to flush a 4-iron? 50-50? No, maybe a bit more, but let's say on the conservative side, 50-50 when you're under pressure. So if you can
And your miss hits go into 208.
Yeah. So now I'm like, instead of hitting my 4 irons 200 on a good hit, I'm like, I know guaranteed I got 200 cover.
Makes golf courses shorter, doesn't it?
Right, okay guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. That was a really interesting test coming down here at the beaches, seeing the difference between those. Like, we know the different lofts, we know these are hollow heads, they're not, but that's teching it, that's what we're just saying. Like, look how much further they do go. We're now actually heading down to Northern Golf Club, but in a video, every shot shown, and I'm going to use these for the first time in one of these comp videos, taking on one of my own challenges, trying to beat my best score on the front nine. So don't forget, next week, that video will be out. If you're enjoying it, please do subscribe.